All right. Hope you guys have had a good breakfast and ready for a full day of KX ahead. My name's Ateet Achrekar, and I head up the global quantitative engineering team at Velocity Clearing. And for the next few minutes, I am going to talk to you about what we do with KX at Velocity Clearing and how we decided to go with KX as our preferred vendor for our analytics and data needs. So moving forward, um, there we go. So I can't overstress the importance of real-time data and analytics. We all know in this room how important that is to get that performance edge over your competitors. Every single piece of data that you can find and harness, extract alpha out of, gives you a little more edge over your competitors. And at Velocity, we're no different. We're looking at all kinds of structured, unstructured data, um, metaphysical data, satellite images, tick data, whatever we can get our hands on that's applicable to some of our business units in the clearing firm, we'll try and harness that data. Um, we had several operational challenges at Velocity that led us to look for a new vendor. Um, Velocity Clearing today is a $400 million sizable business, but it wasn't 8 years ago. And as you guys know, businesses don't grow linearly. They usually have jumps, plateau jumps, and we went through the same cycle. So we were looking for a solution that could address our operational challenges that we faced at Velocity Clearing and also basically future-proof us for more growth ahead. And we talked to a whole bunch of different vendors, and that's how we came to pick KX as our preferred solution provider. Now, I'm going to talk to you about some of our operational challenges at Velocity. We start from the ground up, as somebody earlier mentioned. Um, we've been using KX for about a year and a half now. So we really started bare bones. We started from the ground up. We had to do a lot of reinventing of the wheel. But some of our operational challenges that we face that I'm going to walk you through over the next few minutes helped us pick KX. One of our major ones was a consolidation of order flow. We have, as a broker-dealer, we have a wide spectrum of clients that range from hedge funds to retail traders, institutions, and other broker-dealers. As you can imagine, they're all using different systems, different OMSs, and applications that we need to feed into our system. So we have an overall comprehensive 360 view of what's flowing in through our systems at any given time and to run analytics on. Now, to give you an idea of how much data we're talking about over here, we're in our order and trade data, we're in the tens of millions a day. And in the number of shares that we execute, we're around on an average day, we're somewhere between 300 to 500 million shares. So that's a significant amount of volume for any given firm in a day. And we needed somebody that can process, ingest, store, quickly access those large amounts of data, intraday and historical, for our analytical needs. We also wanted full order lifecycle drill down ability. With so many millions of orders through the day, we have clients asking us what happened to our order, what's going on with our order, why hasn't it executed. So the traceability factor for us internally and to provide as a service to our clients was one of the big key things. We need to be able to click on an order, go through the full order life cycles of cancel, replaces, any of the hops that the order went through before its final execution or partial executions, and report that back. All of those joins, churning, searching through millions of records every day, and the tick data, enriching it with the market tick data is enormous lift, as you all know. We also wanted the ability for graphical representation. Visual UI makes everything cooler, but being able to see where your orders were executed, partial fills, complete fills, where the market was at the time of execution, what the trends were leading up to that time. So, we needed a solution for that. And then custom dashboards and insights to provide strategic insights. Under our clearing umbrella, we have several different business units, from stock loan to compliance to risk management to outsource execution, prime brokerage, and each of them have specific data needs that they care about to make strategic decisions intraday. So we needed a software solution that was quickly able to parse these feeds and orders that were coming in, run derived analytics off of these orders and trades, and then display them to their relevant stakeholders in the firm. Now, enriching all of this data, combining them in real time, again, huge lift, and KX was one of the a few vendors that was able to deliver this. TCA reporting. This is, again, probably one of the biggest use cases for KX across its other customers. It is one for us all as well. TCA reporting, what used to take days to run, now can be done in hours. And in general, at Velocity Clearing, we do TCA reporting for a couple of reasons. Internally, we like to keep a track of how our executions are doing throughout the day. We like to optimize those results to give our clients a better client experience and better execution prices. Clients like to track and see how their orders were executed as well. So generating these reports across, we have through KDB now, taking all of our millions of trade orders in a day, enriching it with market data and other kinds of alternative data, we now have the ability to generate ad hoc, customized research reports for our clients that track specific benchmarks that they are interested in. So such as their VWAP execution, slippage, or implementation shortfall. We can also quickly analyze, run TCA analysis across different lenses. We can look at it from different times of the day, different market sessions, different venues, order sizes, and what have you. All of this ability to quickly flip around a switch and run those numbers on the same data from different angles is a huge, huge lift. And again, build different TCA dashboards and reports to highlight any outliers that pop up during the day for traders and compliance. Billing and cost analytics. As most of you are aware, the exchange and other broker fee schedules are a nightmare to weed through. They have all of these different if-then structures, sub-dollar rates, notional rates, per share rates, usage fees, tiered rebates. KX gives us an ability to store all of these different venue rates in a sizable fashion, use them to enrich our incoming data in almost real-time basis, so we know exactly at any given time of the day how much we have drawn down in fees, how much we're paying in fees, how much we're collecting in fees. It gives us the ability to crunch historical data to understand market patterns and trading patterns of identifying high fee venues with low fill rates that we can then change our routing options to or from, and also adjust client billing and what have you out of this analytics. It also helps us build dashboards, intraday dashboards where we can track our high volume traders. We can see where, look at client side fees, look at venue side billing fees, and see where our drawdown is, where our profits are on an almost real-time basis. Again, millions, tens of millions of orders a day, so this is no small feat. Regulatory reporting, obviously a huge part of our business. Mainly like 605 reporting, which is execution, statistics, and analysis. 606 reporting, which is routing practices. So 606, for example, it's a quarterly reporting requirement where we have to lay out all the venues that we've routed our orders to, all of our fill rates, any payment for order flow that we've received, and combining and running all of that analysis on a quarter's worth of data is, again, no small task, but KDB lets us handle that. We also have significant requests from FINRA and SEC. They are ad hoc requests where these guys are looking for just more color on trading activity around a stock, around an IPO, around a SPAC deal, or certain traders or firms' activity. And for us, it's usually historical in nature, but for us to being able to pull in that data in a really accurate, fast, efficient manner, overlay it with market data, tick market data where the NBBO was when the trades happened, and send it out to FINRA in a timely fashion, SEC and FINRA in a timely fashion is invaluable for us. And again, KDB helps us do that very efficiently. These were all the reasons that we picked KDB as our preferred vendor. Now, how is, through its fast speed and all of these other features, how is it truly helping us deliver a performance edge over our competitors and just make our actual services better than pre-KDB era at Velocity Clearing? One big thing is the smart order routing. We are truly making our smart order router much smarter, running off of analytics that are generated through KDB. Again, the volume of data that we have now gotten up to as a $400 million company is very significant, and it is still growing every single day. So to be able to harness this data from multiple data pipelines of market tick data for all of the stocks and options, we have order and flow data from our clients, we have all the venue fee data, and to run continuous analysis of all of these different data pipelines throughout the day and generate first and second level derived analytics to make decisions off of is absolutely immense. We use these live analytics to drive order routing throughout the day. So, for example, if a venue isn't performing, the fill rates at a venue are lower than we expected for a given segment of our stock, we'll reprioritize another venue over that venue for the rest of the day. Again, we're looking at a whole bunch of different analytics to come up with this ratio of where we need to dynamically route our orders throughout the day based on what's best for our clients' execution needs. Also, our algorithmic trading strategies. As and when dynamically throughout the day we see higher slippage or lower performance from them, we are going to change. It alerts us immediately to change their parameters or reroute, make some routing decisions so they're rerouted to a different venue or halted for the day. All of this was previously unavailable to us. All of this insights we couldn't act on. If anything, it was end of the day that we'd look back and have to change stuff for the next day, which in this industry of high frequency trading, as you know, it's already way too late in the game. Again, we're dealing with large amounts of data in a real-time fashion. Compliance and risk management is a very crucial, two crucial parts of our firm that use this. Compliance is always running real-time surveillance of trading activity to identify any errors, any misconduct, or just in general suboptimal execution throughout the day. Regulatory reporting requires us to, for certain events, large events, it requires us to report these events instantaneously, like large order sizes or system outages. KDB helps us compile these reports from a centralized data repository, package them in a format that's easily able to be shipped out to the regulatory bodies requesting this information. Risk is also monitoring this information on a full time during the day. It helps risk analyze different metrics, such as where is our firm's largest concentration, either by stock or sector, what sector symbols hold the highest concentration, and also activities related to breaching risk limits or coming up close to risk limits and so on and so forth. So why did we pick Velocity Clearing? So besides all of these reasons I went over, it was a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but combined it was a solution that offered us a whole comprehensive package to get us what we needed and where we want to take our next level of routing and the client servicing to at Velocity Clearing. Again, build on the KDB plus time series database. I started my career in high frequency trading about 20 years ago, where we were using the KDB database for back testing and optimizing our market making strategies. It's still around, which is a testament of how incredible this product is and how fast and all of these other services that we know and love this product for are. It also offers integration with some of the industry standards in finance, like AWS, integrating with AWS for your data needs, Python, SQL, so making it seamless to use your current applications and migrate, or at least part of your workflow gets distributed between KDB and Python. So you can run your quick searches, lookups and stuff, joins in KDB, get the data, return the result set in Python, and then continue with your Python workflow or SQL workflow. Visualizations, obviously, as you spread out across the different risk, the stakeholders in the firm, as management, stock loan desk, risk, compliance, they use your product that are catered to their specific metrics overlying the trade data that we have. It adds a level of acceptance for KDB and usage that these other people that are non-technical can then use them for. And also unified streaming in historical data. So we do a lot of statistical analysis on behavioral patterns of traders, venues, that comes from the historical side, but we want to incorporate that also in our dynamic real-time intraday decision making. So we have a separate decision making system or models that run intraday. We have historical statistical models, but just the ease of accessing the data back and forth, combining them to generate one unified signal that you can act on during the day instantaneously is invaluable. And lastly, it's not on there, but their managed services. It's absolutely phenomenal. We're so glad we signed up for it. We were struggling, like we said, we were greenfields with KDB implementation at velocity. We were learning as we went along, but just leveraging their years and decades of experience that they have in-house and signing up to their managed services team would just basically supercharge our implementation process. So that was absolutely phenomenal.